Hi, Mandy. It's Tuesday evening, probably somewhere around 6 for me. Um, January like 11th, I think. And I love making you videos, as I always tell you. Even though I often don't have a lot to share, I do want to talk to you more. We had a really nice conversation today about living places, you wanting to leave California, and we both were daydreaming about being together. And I know that you're not sure about that, I'll put it that way. And I know that you want things and you like the idea of things. And that's happy for me. And even if those things end up not happening, I will always be close to you. And we will always find a way to be close. So I want you to know I'm into you, and I'm into being right for you. I want to always be right for you, and whatever that may be, I will match that, and I will want to get as close with you, no matter what the scenario is, as we can be. I'm sure you already know all this stuff. It just feels good to talk about it for me. I daydream so much about so many things that I probably wouldn't admit to you. A couple things, but I'd like to dream about it. So it, it's good. It makes me feel a lot of things. Just the thought of being close to you in any way. So I was thinking about it today. It's kind of doing some stuff around the house I've been meaning to do. And I got to thinking, we talked about, I let you know that you'd always be welcome with me. And I would make arrangements for that to work somehow. So, you can always daydream about it at least. If it ever becomes more than a daydream, I would have no issues with it, but that's not something I'm going to expect. But with me thinking about those scenarios, I thought many things. Just if you were to even be close to me, wherever you would decide to go, even if it's, a couple hours away or whatever, that something that would be good, of course. Um, it would be beyond good to have you in the same time zone, even. Um, I do realize Maine's in our time zone, so who knows? It makes me think of all kinds of things, like. But some of the things I thought about is, of course you want to be with me, and I want to be with you. But would you really be happy out here just for me? And that's something I wonder about. Like, am I enough for your world? Like, you wouldn't know anybody out here. And of course, you can meet people, but it wouldn't be easy. And you probably wouldn't like a lot of them. These people out here are pretty nice, they're enjoyable. A lot of them are very sweet people, old fashioned. Um, a lot of them are probably not what you're used to with the liberal environment and stuff like that. But there are all kinds out here. Um, I wouldn't want you to not be able to have a career choice that had enough options for you to pick what's good for you. That would upset me if you ended up having to settle there, especially for you. I mean, it's important for you to do something that you can handle doing, because from what I've read, you're very prone for burning out early in life. And I don't like that idea. You know, if you were here, of course, I would treat you amazing, but I don't know. It just makes me wonder things like that. So I guess the only solution would be for you to explore around here, and I would help you do that as much as you wanted to if you ever wanted to. There you are. Sorry. Shouldn't let you know when I'm looking at you. You see what this does to me? Just the sight of you could be so serious, and you instantly bring me into a good space just to see you. So, I mean, I'm sure you know what I'm getting at. Like, I can't expect you to move here as much as I would love you to, in any capacity, to move here, like in any location, whatever. I mean, not just with me, of course. That's something I want you to know is welcome. But I'm not sure what you're looking for. How simple can your life be? Can it be as simple as me and some shitty job, or at least borderline acceptable job? I mean, here in McConnellsburg, we have like a big hospital. We have like a couple like state-run offices. They're like really small offices for like state programs, and like that type of stuff doesn't pay well. Um, there's a few corporations, stores mostly. There's a giant manufacturer here. Uh, I mean, they would be good to work for, and you would definitely qualify for something in their accounting department or bookkeeping or something like that. But I can't see you doing that type of work in a big facility like that. There's no way. I don't think that would be good for you, especially with the type of guys working there. Oh, I would hate that. Such a pretty little lady. So charming and so beautiful. That would not be good. And then on the other hand, there's places all around here. A lot of it doesn't pay well. Stuff that does pay well isn't the type of work you probably would benefit doing. I mean, there are even like small accounting firms and bookkeeping firms and all kinds of stuff like that. And who knows if they're even hiring. But I'm just like exploring the concept and just trying to paint a little picture for you as a pre-anticipation type thing. Like, set a foundation for expectations if you were to want to explore that. Some of these towns around here are a little bigger. Chambersburg's pretty big, several businesses there. Hagerstown's even bigger. Both of those are about 45 minutes drive away, and that's from my place. So that's not really practical for you to do that. Like, I wouldn't expect you to want to commute like that for a decent job. And I mean, I'm not opposed to moving too, So I like all these ideas. I like to think about these things. So whatever it is that you want and that you're thinking and you like, even if it's just to talk about the dreamy aspects and the dreams and the being together, coming together. You know, if you ever want to talk about it just for curiosity or dreaming purposes or whatever it is, I mean, talk to me. Even exploring, if you just want to see the area as a consideration, um, areas around here. I mean, even like a really nice area is Frederick, Maryland. Uh, I had considered moving there at one point. It's a busy area, but there are not less busy areas around there. There's even like a little dinky town with like a university in it. One thing about my town is we don't have to leave town here to get like groceries. This grocery store is limited in a lot of foods that like city folk like to buy that country folk don't like to buy, but it does have a more, I would say, progressive offering, progressive inventory, whatever you would consider that, um, than like say the little um, the 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 grocery store chain that a lot of the locals go to doesn't have as much. So it is limited, but it's, you know, it's the type of thing that some of these little towns there isn't really a grocery store like right in town. Like here you could run just a mile down the road and get groceries and like take it easy for a week or two if you didn't want to go anywhere. So that has its benefits and its drawbacks. Like you kind of get isolated a little bit if you aren't careful. Back when we were together the first time, you know, I wouldn't leave town for weeks on end. Wouldn't even drive a lot. I would walk everywhere, and I enjoyed that a lot. But I don't need that, so I'm just kind of exploring that concept too, like finding a place that has like little, like this place, the little grocery. It's like a grocery store chain. There's two chains. One of them's like a smaller chain. Uh, they're both never busy. Like it's so convenient. It's so casual. Um, it's just it's really laid back. So I think you would like some aspects of it, but is it too much in that direction? You sacrifice a lot of diversity, a lot of options. Um, so you would have to travel for certain things. Is basically what it is. So I don't know how long I'm talking at you for. 13 minutes already. Um, I like talking about this. If you want to talk about it on the phone sometime, we can. I like you mentally exploring and considering things. And I like you. Um, that picture just clears my mind. It's a Christmas tree one. You're so beautiful. Stunningly gorgeous. So, Mandy, I guess I introduced that conversation that I'd like to continue at some point if you ever want to. I'm so happy to know you. And if you ever want to do anything, you know I'm open to so much. I'm not held back by anything, so um, anything you want to share, anything you want to do, anything, if you ever come up with something, you can talk to me about it. I'm not opposed to changing things up or trying new things or any type of progression, um, any type of sharing. So, I mean, what we do is very good. I'm just letting you know that you don't have to worry about anything. That if you want something, just go for it. You know, I don't need a lot of notice. I'm very adaptable, very flexible, and I know what I want. So, I'm not really worried about something happening suddenly too quickly. Like, it doesn't turn my world upside down. Yeah, I might have to scramble a little bit to organize or something. Like, say you're going to come up, you decide you're going to fly in tomorrow. I'd probably stay up half the night making sure my house was in a little better shape and come pick you up tomorrow. You know what I mean? Um, I'm crazy. Yes, I know. For you, I just love to think of these things, and I don't want to be a curiosity for you either. I want you to know where I'm at. I want you to know what I think. I want you to know what I'm capable of. So, ask me anything you want. Um, Talk to me about anything you want. Even if it's not something serious, it's just a dream, or it's not going to be reality. You just tell me what you're thinking. It won't scare me. I know you well. Like, I know where you're at and where you're going. I know what you want. Even if you told me that you can't stop dreaming of living with me, I wouldn't be like, let's make it happen. I mean, maybe I'd crack a joke, but I wouldn't be like, it's gonna happen now, like, and then strive for that, like, something like that, like any topic like that. I'm very flexible, very adaptable, and I understand a lot of where you're at, some of what you think. I get a feel for things, and I know who you are, what you are, the magical goodness that you are. I know a lot of what you fear, probably more than you know. And I know, I know how to proceed no matter what. So, um, I know I'm talking a lot. I love talking to you. I really do. You know, I lay in bed and I lay like this a lot. You know, it's kind of natural for me to do that when I lay on my side. So I can make a little more room if you want. You know. Um, but sometimes I imagine it's your arms. So if you're in bed, come to me. I'm ready. And I'll hold you with my big arms. They're big enough for as much of you as you will give me. And I'm by your side. Just remember that. Remember that I care about you and I care about what's right for you. And I will always encourage the goodness, the good choices. I will always encourage it to be good and right. So, Mandy, I'll see you soon. I'll be thinking of you and I'll miss you. And I'm with you. I'll see you, Mandy. See you.